Today, I'm gonna be building the new biggest base in 99 Nights in the Forest. And because the last one took so long, I now have my friend Gunman here to help me build it. Because you have no idea how hard this is gonna be. So, let's get into a game. So, with the biggest base, what I did is I got the fire level 6. I built a base where I had wood storage as the first layer, then shelves as another wall, and then finally a tree wall at the very edge. But what I'm gonna do is not only go to the biggest possible base with the torch walls, but because you can plant trees anywhere, I'm gonna be making the base bigger than where you can place normal stuff by placing trees even farther out. So in order to do this, I have my friend Gunman here to help me out, and it's gonna take quite a while. I mean, that is a lot of trees. We're gonna need, I don't know how many, few hundred at least. All right, we're on day 2. We got fire level 5. What I do need to do though is build the map. All right, Gunman over here planting the trees. This is going pretty good. We'll be able to get stuff a lot faster with 2 of us doing this. So for the biggest possible base, I'm gonna need a lot of furniture as well to fill the base, or at least, actually, I don't think I'll need too much because in the last one, it was a 3-layer wall, and that's what we're gonna do for this one as well. So I'm gonna do a layer of walls at 5 torches, 10 torches, then the tree wall. I don't even know how big that's gonna be, but most of the stuff is gonna be within the first layer of walls, so that actually won't be too bad. What I do want to do though is I need to get a ton of scrap for these wood storages and shelves that I'm going to build. Each wood storage is 5 scrap, so it's going to be a lot. There we go. Got the giant sack. That'll be really good. And I got that super early as well. We're only on day 3. All right. I think this should be day 4. Let me start getting the kids. We're already doing really good. Gunman has a strong axe, so he's going to be getting wood really fast. And if I do this right, I mean, I have a giant sack already. If I do this right, we should be able to get everything we need very quickly. And it won't take me 17 million hours like bases usually do. Also gotta find some fuel for the very last level for the fire. With fire level 6 and both of us getting materials though, this should go by very fast. He's not gonna be getting scrap and fuel, so that's my job right now. So he's gonna be getting wood over and over, and then that's usually something that I would do. So it's like well, it's not really like 2 people playing at once, but it is 2 people playing at once. So it should be 2 times faster, but maybe not exactly. I'd say at least a lot faster. All right, I'm actually getting a lot of fuel right now. I just got an oil barrel, 2 fuel canisters. There's another fuel canister right here. Give me an oil barrel, por favor, and I will take it right back to the base. Oh, actually a giant sack. Perfect. I can give that to Gunman. Oh, but I did get a fuel canister. That's nice. All right, put this all into the crafting. That actually might be enough. Oh yeah, I forgot first kid is in the sack as well. Gunman's about to die. I will protect you, sir. And there we go. Okay, perfect. All right, but let's start putting this stuff in. It might be enough. Hey, there we go. Okay, it is. We have 1 left over. We can go start getting all of the kids pretty much immediately. I have pretty much enough. I think I have enough bullets. I probably do. All right, let's get the second kid real fast. Not even gonna get the chest for now. Good evening, sir. How do you do on this fine evening? This is not how you do sit-ups, sir. You have to go all the way up, unless you're doing very small crunches. In that case, keep on going. You'll have a 17 pack in no time. All right, now let's see where the third kid is at. We'll head over there, and it should be near daytime by the time we get there. All right, perfect. We literally got here just as it turned day. And I also have a lot more rifle ammo, so we should be good to go get the 4th kid pretty much immediately. Actually gonna use some of my revolver ammo as well. It's a lot faster to shoot. All right, got the 3rd kid and an oil barrel. We'll use that for fuel in case we need it. And I'm actually gonna bring back all of this food just so that I can not die to death. All right, so far we're actually getting a decently big pile of saplings. So we just need this to keep growing, and I'm gonna be going and getting the 4th kid while Gunman is doing that. So this is actually going really good. We also have a ton of wood in the crafting bench already. We got 93, 55 scrap, which actually that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get 4 farm plots and the crock pot. All right, just built that, but Gunman died, so I'm gonna go on a quick rescue mission. All right, let's go get the 4th kid, and we'll have everything on day 13 pretty much. Max level fire on all 4 kids. All right, let's try to get this done very fast. Okay, it's nighttime. I might die, but I'm gonna try to get this done before the ram comes by. I think this game is a ram game. Yeah, it is. Okay, actually, it was perfect. The ram is stuck down there. Okay, got the key dropped. Now I just need to somehow get the ram out of the way. I'm gonna lead him this way. All right, cool. He got his charge attack going now, so we'll just do one of these. Go in here, and we're good. Take a bandage too. I don't want to die. Got a giant sack down here. Neither of us need it though, so we're all good. Now let me just bring the 4th kid back to the base, and we'll have all 4 kids on day 13, max level fire. I guess now we just need to get some beds as well. And there we go. Cool. All 4 kids are saved. Sapling pile is still growing. This is exactly what we want. Let me also make some food for both of us real quick. Oh, also, I need to get a lightning rod. Do not want to die here, especially in my own base. So now, let's see. What do we need for the beds? I can get the old bed real quick, as well as the regular bed. Just need some more wood for the good bed. Just going to place them right here for now. We'll move these. We are going to be designing the base to be very nice. So let's see. I think the best thing for me to do now is to go to the stronghold, get some cultist gems, because then we'll be able to get the giant bed. And also, I'm thinking we might want to get the crafting bench 5 and some of the later items. I think that would be pretty cool. But then again, depends on how long this base is going to take. With 2 of us and this many saplings already, things are going pretty good. I'm going to get some saplings myself as well. I'm going to do the stronghold the next night or the next day. Let's see. I do have to figure out where the stronghold is first. I think it's probably down here, because otherwise it should be somewhere on the map if not. Yep. Okay, perfect. Got it exactly. It is right there. But we also have the furniture trader, so I'm going to see what he has. I wonder how many coins I have. Okay, I have 110. That's perfect. We're going to get the rarer items. So we'll get all of these. Birdhouses are always nice. We'll get Kevin, his seat, and Nemo. And then what else should I get? I do want to make this a very nice base. So I think we're going to just get some tables to start out with. And then 10 more coins. We'll just get some Fairy Lights doubles. But now let me actually get 2 gem forest fragments, which is going to be great. And 2 cultist gems. And hopefully maybe a tactical shotgun. That'd be really nice. And there we go. Okay, so let's see. We got our gem of the forest fragment, 2 cultist gems, tactical shotgun, please. Okay, chainsaw is actually not bad. I'm gonna bring this back for gunmen to use. The one thing I do need to get an absolute ton of is scrap. I cannot be wasting my scrap right now, because we need to build some pretty big walls. Just the torches themselves are 60 whole scrap, so I'm gonna have to go out pretty far, and maybe even if I get everything out far, I'll have to get some of the smaller scrap items nearby to the base, like broken fans like this one, or older radios, or old radios. Actually, are they? I think they're called broken radios. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. We got a red chest. What the what? What? I've never seen this at a double micro. Or actually, wait, no. I think I might have dropped it while running past here once, or at least before I died. Try to open this though without getting the bears on me. There we go. And that is the worst thing. You know what, bears? You can have that. How about you guys enjoy that? Next time I come by here, you'll be protected. Still looking for scrap. That is the number one thing we're gonna be needing, because right now I can already build the first wall, but I think I'm gonna get the... Actually, you know what? No, wait, I have to build it this way. Yeah, so I have to build the wall first, which will be at 5 torches. So I need 5 torches, then the wall, and then the next wall at 10 torches, and then the trees. That will be pretty much its own border. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be bigger than the 10 torch wall. I also found another red chest right here, hoping for the tac shotgun. That'll be super helpful. Okay, another chainsaw. I'll take one for myself, don't mind if I do. And I got 2 gem forest fragments. Got a bunch of scrap in here. This is going good. Strong flashlight too. That'll be very useful. All right, put all this into the grinder. There we go. That's what we need. Now I actually do need wood, and the pile of saplings is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is perfect. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna plant all of these and then chop them down, because I'm the lumberjack class. I should at least stay even with the amount of saplings here. All right, this is good. So far we've got an entire forest gem fragment, and we haven't even got any gem forest fragments from raids yet, so this is good. And I'm also gonna see, can I get both beds real quick? I believe I can. Okay, no, I need more wood first. And there we go. Okay, got all 4 beds. That'll help us to actually get to 99 nights, and then get the better raids with the gem of the forest fragments. Okay, this is about to be an insane amount of wood. But after this, we'll just keep the saplings going, build up a bigger pile, and I'll have all the wood probably I'll need for the entire game. Dude, this is insane. And there we go. Yeah, that's a lot of logs right there. Let me just start putting all these in the bench. And there we go. I finally got all of the wood into the crafting bench. We now have 450. That'll be enough for the first 5 torches, 100%. So we will place these down. Oh, wait, actually, they look different. They have candles now. We'll just place them right here for now. We do need to go get the hammer later, but that'll be for later. So now we have to build an entire wall out of wood rain storages around this huge perimeter. So I guess let's just go ahead and start. So I can build 10 right now, and we'll just start it out. I think I want the door to be... We'll have the door be over here. So now I'm gonna be doing this. It has to be this way, because if you have it this way, you can jump out of the base, but not in... Well, oh, you may be able to jump back into the base, base. But the cultists, they run into the wall and then they jump. But if they run into the wall and then they jump here, then they'll be able to get up. All right, this is getting huge now. So let me keep building these walls. All right, and I actually get to show you what this thing does. Look, the cultists just straight up cannot get into the base. All right, so my goal right now is just to get a ton of scrap. So I'm going to be exploring probably a huge portion of the map. I mean, maybe even all of it, to be honest. I might need to get a bunch of broken fans and old radios. All right, just got 83 more scrap. That'll allow me to get a bunch more walls. But man, that is not going by quickly. We are going to need so much more. And now that I'm realizing it, if I'm building the new biggest base, when I built the biggest hexagon base, it was hard to keep that in frame because when you get far enough away, the smoke stops your ability from seeing things. And now this is going to be even bigger with the free cam. So I wonder how this is going to go. Oh, hold up. I'm about to die. I got to be careful. I got to get more stew. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make more farm plots. Dude, this sapling pile is getting pretty big. It can get bigger. I think I've had bigger, but we're not done. We are not done. I'm also starving to death again, so let me eat. All right, let's build the farm plots we need. I'll just build 4 more. I think we're going to use a lot of them later on, to be honest. All right, just finished a raid, and I think this should be 99 nights right here. There we go. Day 99 in 80 minutes, and we're not even trying that hard. But now that I have 160 scrap, let's see what we can add to the wall. And the reason that I'm doing the wood rain storages first is because they're the most expensive, so that's why we're going to have them be the smallest possible wall, even though it's massive. All right, that is actually quite a lot to the wall, so that's good. We're about just under 3/4 of the way done, like 60% done. Sapling pile is looking gorgeous. All right, I have an idea. Instead of getting only scrap from around the map, because honestly, I might be getting close to running out. I mean, I've explored quite a lot of the map already. I'm also going to be getting scrap from the stronghold. Okay, I just realized I have an insane amount of coins. I have 500 coins right now. I need to visit the furniture trader even more often, just so I can even be able to spend all of this. All right, there we go. So I got the scrap. That'll help out a lot. I'm also about to die. I'm at 1 HP and like 5 hunger. This is not good, but I think I should be able to eat as soon as I get out of here. Now I'm hoping for the tac shotgun. We already have 2 chainsaws. We're good there. There we go. Tac shotgun. Thank you very much. Got my gem of the forest fragment as well. We're on day 154 and still not even close to being done. We've been going for about 2 hours now. Dude, this is insane. Look how big this sapling pile is getting. This is going great. By the time I have the scrap walls done, we might just have all the saplings we need and we can immediately plant them. And I do need to pay attention though, because I need to get furniture. I have so many coins that I need to be able to spend them before we're even finished with the walls. But let's place more of our wood rain storages down. Okay, maybe we will have enough scrap. We are getting close to finishing this first wall and it looks very, very nice. There we go. Got a defensive blueprint. I think that's the first one I've gotten this entire game, but we will try to use that for the base. Oh wait, hold up. Just got a second defensive blueprint right in a row. That's perfect. All right, we got to keep getting more of those. There, 3rd defensive blueprint in a row. Dude, is the game listening to me? I would really not like a giant 50 slot sack. Yes, that is what I would not like. So don't give it to me, game. That is exactly what I don't want. Bro, I'm at 600 furniture coins now. This is insane. That's more furniture coins than I had when the owner spawned them in for me. Or at least right off the bat. I'm not sure how many I got later, but wow. Okay, we have a lot. Probably a lot of that is from the stronghold. Especially as you go up in levels in the stronghold, you get more and more coins because there's more and more enemies. There we go. Gem of the forest fragment again. That's going good. Oh, I also forgot I have my tack. I could use that. All right. Things are going really good. We're about to have our 3rd gem of the forest. Got a bunch more fuel as well. And I have 660 coins. No furniture trader today. But let's see. I think I have enough scrap to finish off the wall. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start off with 7 of these. Oh, wait. Hold up. Oh, no. Not this thing. I don't think you could build on these. Oh, wait. No, you can. What in the world? Why? What? I thought you couldn't. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna ignore that. That was just fine. All right, we're gonna have to do one of those. So this wall's gonna have a small gap, but I mean, I could try to do something like where I cave it in a little bit with some shelves. I don't want to use such expensive materials, but we'll see. All right, so I think I need literally just one more more, and then that should be good. So we'll just build one more, put it right here, and this will be the door. Kind of big, but I think I want it to be like this just so that we have a giant pathway coming in. Maybe I'll narrow it later. All right, so now what I need to do is make the base even bigger all the way out to 10 torches, and then we'll start using shelves for our walls, which honestly might end up being cheaper than this wall because shelves are 2.5 times cheaper. So that'll be really good. So let's grab ourselves some torches, place them right here with the rest, and then just use our shelves for the final, no, not final wall for the inside of the base. Because, I mean, this is as far as you can place regular things, but it won't be the farthest wall because why do the shelves look like this? Huh, that's weird. I was actually kind of surprised when I saw that. But the final wall will be the trees, and I don't know how far out we're going to put that. Actually, let me check my sapling pile, or at least Gunman's sapling pile that is just absolutely massive. Look at this thing, man. I think it won't be enough, though. I think we'll definitely still need more. The one thing I don't like about the final 10 torch wall is that you can't really place close to what the barrier shows. You have to kind of go back here. Not sure if there's a reason for that, but either way, that's the reason why it looks like this. But yeah, this wall is so much cheaper. All right, we already built a decent arc so far, and now I'm gonna get more scrap because we need more for the shelves. Dude, it's just insane. I'm running out of map to look for scrap, but it will be worth it in the end. Let's see, is the furniture trader here? He is not here. I am going to need an absolutely ridiculous amount of furniture just to spend all the coins that I have. Oh, dude, my game just lagged for a little bit. I think trying to load in all of these saplings, my game is now actually lagging. It's insane. What the? There's a dog stuck in a roof. I mean, bro went from roof to roof. That's insane. All right, well, I'm going inside of this house for now. Okay, never mind. It's daytime. What in the... Oh, I think it's... The dog spawned weird. That's why, because it disappeared when it turned daytime. Interesting. Wait, furniture trader. I just heard him. Okay, he's this way. Perfect. He's not that far. He's not going to take me too far away. All right. So, let's see what in the world I can buy. Grab a quick paintbrush. Trade with him. Okay, so we'll get the rare stuff. I have, dude, almost 7. I think maybe exactly 700. I didn't see, but pretty much 700 coins. Insane. So, let's... All right, I'm just getting absolutely beaten around by a horse. Please let me not die, sir. Let's get some... why am I dying? Okay, hold on. All right, so let's see. I think I'm gonna get a few nightstands. We'll get about 4 of those because we only have 4 beds. We'll get a ton of I'm just gonna grab a ton of these. All right, that's probably enough. No idea how many that was. We'll get a bunch of these fairy light singles. Those are always nice. And then the bush planters are always great as well. Shrubs, flower bushes. Rocks aren't that cool. I think we're gonna skip out on gray brick tables for this moment, and then we're gonna get a bunch of hedgerows. Won't need any intersections though. Perfect. Other than that, I think we're good for right now. We'll save the rest of our coins. I just spent more than half of them. Dude, look at this. The koala kid is getting buried in these saplings. All right, let me throw down my furniture right here. Still have no idea how many chairs I bought. We'll figure that out later, probably when we get to it. All right, so with that raid I just finished, we now have 3 forest gems, so this is going good, but gotta keep getting a bunch more scrap. I do have more shelves to place though, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'll do that at nighttime. Dude, I am running out of scrap. I'm picking up sheet metal now. Look at this. I've explored so much of the map. I think the only last area I have is the volcano biome, really. I mean, there's a very small chunk at the bottom of the map. There may be something down there, but I'm getting close to running out. All right, this might be all that I need. So far, we're getting close to being halfway done, and I have 26 more shelves. All right, we're close. I'm almost 75% of the way done, at least with the scrap stuff. And then after that will be the trees. And I have no idea how long that's going to take. I might even have to start getting saplings too. Even though we already have 10 billion, we might need 50. What in the world is happening right here? Yo, what? What did I do? What kind of game is this? What the? Some kind of blue magical space donut captured a frog. He's stuck sideways, and I don't even know where that leads. I'm not gonna touch it though. Dude, what in the world? There's a bunny down there. I'm not going down there though. No, thank you. All right, time to go out into the volcano biome. There hopefully should be some pretty high ticket scrap items over there, like engines and washing machines, at least towards the outer edge. And I think that should be able to just barely finish the last bit of our wall. We're on day 217 now. Still not even done with the second wall. Here we go. We got a tire. That's very good. Got some more coins. All right. right, that's actually going really good. There's a ton of scrap out here. We're at that point in the playthrough where lightning is striking every 3 seconds. Got one right there. Boom, another one just spawned in. Boom, it hit. Boom, another one spawned in. It's insane. Oh, wait, here, washing machine. Perfect. That's exactly what I was wanting. Got an engine down here as well. The exact 2 things that I wanted. I'm gonna grab this oil barrel as well. I don't know if we'll have enough scrap to make an oil drill. I think we might just have to go off of biofuel or something. All right, this should be enough scrap. So let's make a bunch of shelves. Not too many though. I don't want to waste, especially if we'll be able to afford an oil drill later. That will be very helpful. Almost done. Gonna make maybe 6 more shelves. All right, deer is on the edge of our base right now. Okay, I think I might build one last shelf. Oh wait, I already have that last shelf. Okay, perfect. So I actually did build the exact, or I made the right exact amount. There we go. Our first 2 walls are done. Let me free cam this. It is nighttime, but oh look, there's gunmen in the wall. All right, so far it's going pretty good. Actually, it looks kind of satisfying like this. Looks like a racetrack almost. The one thing about this base that I don't necessarily like is that now the cultists get stuck and super far spread out, so it's kind of hard to find them. Back up to 400 furniture coins. I'm thinking the furniture trader should come by very soon. Yep, he literally came today. Perfect. I have that 6th sense from playing this game so much. Oh wait, hold up, gunman's about to die. All right, but now that we have every single one of these first 2, I don't know why I said it like that, but now that we have our first 2 walls done, we can start using this just mountain of saplings. But we have to figure out how far out do we want to build this. Like, do we go out right here to keep it even spacing? I think that would look pretty cool. But man, this is gonna be a crazy base. So I have to figure, I don't want it to be a wonky circle. That's the last thing I would want, where the circle looks wonky and malformed like a basketball you'd be forced to play with because all the other kids got the better ball at recess. We are gonna make a good basketball here. All right, just got 27 saplings from here, and I'm assuming you can't tell anything's changed. So let's see, what do I want to do, man? It's a big gap. I mean, it's maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish people lengths. Not really. I mean, shoulder lengths, I guess, if that's the right way to measure it. So I mean, maybe we could do something like where we go around here and just keep planting. Just keep on go. I gotta keep it circular though, so I'm gonna kind of use the, what do I call it, this white dotted line as my guide. I'm gonna try and stay an equal distance away from it while building this. All right, so this is 27 saplings, this measly 3-inch long strain of our wall. 27 whole saplings. So as you can see, we're going to need a lot of them, and we have about 19 scrap left over. So if we really went back to the volcano biome and tried, we could probably salvage enough to make an oil drill. But is there anything else we might need? Maybe bear traps? Those are always nice. Not sure, but no way on planet Earth are we making any of the endgame items. It's like 100 scrap if we want to get the bench and one of those items. Okay, this is where things are going to get a little bit hard. This tile right here doesn't show the white dotted line because it's elevated a little higher. All right, I think I'm doing a fairly decent job keeping this uniform. You could see a slight bend so far. Just gotta keep doing that. And I have so many saplings. Gunman is getting more, but now I'm actually making a dent in this thing. We actually might not have enough. We might not even have half of what we need. We might need to get a whole lot more, and we're already on day 244. All right, still looking good. Getting a lot bigger. Gotta make sure wait a second. Did I even go see the furniture trader when I predicted him? I don't think I did. I think I forgot. Oh man, I have to really remember though. Next time he comes back to buy all the stuff from him, I think I have an idea of what I want to do. I think I want to place some lightning rods around the base, just because right now I keep getting hit by lightning while trying to place these trees. Or maybe I can just place one and then use a hammer to bring it around with me. So I'll just place one right here, and that hopefully should protect me over here. All right, we're more than 25% done with this, and I know 25% doesn't sound like much, but I promise it is. There's so many trees here. Dude, look at this map. Absolutely insane. We could explore the entire thing pretty easily. We're almost done. There we go. Furniture traders here, not wasting a second. We're going over there immediately. Tree walls looking nice so far. We're getting close to being halfway done. So we actually might have close to enough saplings because the sapling pile is still decently big. All right, 450 coins. Let's get a writable sign. I don't know how to pronounce that. Toadstools, stone pillars, street lanterns, and now what else do we need? Let me get a bunch more hedgerows. We could end up using those. Gonna get mostly the straight ones. Let me actually make a few, or get a few gray brick tables. tables and some benches. We'll get some more lights, some archways. Pillows could be good. Let me grab more of these flower bushes and shrubs. Tables, we could use those. Bookshelves, we'll get some of those too. And cloth frames are always good. I think for now that's good enough. We still have 90 coins left. But yeah, I've probably spent maybe 1,000 coins this game so far. I think that's what I've spent. It's insane. All right, day 271. We've been going for about 3 whole hours now. And keep in mind, that's with 2 of us. And keep in mind, that's with 2 of us doing this. So I couldn't imagine how long this would have taken just me. I'm just planting the trees right now and it's taking quite a while. He actually got pretty much all of those saplings. I think I got like 1% or maybe less than 1% of the saplings that we've used. Or maybe like 1 or 2% to be honest. All right, you know what? I think today we're gonna skip out on planting some saplings and I'm gonna quickly go get the hammer. Now it might be hard because I need 5 scrap. I have the 5 wood. That's very easy. There's wood all over the map. Dude, we could honestly, Gunman and I chop down every tree in the forest. Actually, wait, I think there might be scrap in here. I think usually there's always scrap in here. Yeah, we already got 3 and there's 5 right there. Okay, perfect. We have more than we need. We can actually bring some back to the base. All right, there we go. Got our hammer building and we have 5 extra scrap to bring home. Perfect. So now I can bring my lightning rod with me and not die every 5 seconds to lightning. You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna build a biofuel processor. That's how we're gonna get fuel because I'm out of fuel canisters and oil barrels now. But I have a ton, and I mean a ton of vegetables. All right, there we go. Perfect. We got the fire to almost max capacity. And now we can get back to planting our trees. And I actually think we will have enough. I genuinely think we'll have enough saplings for this. I mean, we're getting close to being 3/4 of the way done. We're almost on day 300 as well. Oh, dude, I'm almost out of saplings. Look at this. I mean, I'm getting close to being done, so I'm not too worried. But man, all those saplings went to good use. Dude, I think this might be the last little bit. It is. We're done with all the saplings we have. Furniture trader's here today. Let me quickly trade with him. Got 160 coins. Let's grab all the rare stuff. We'll grab some bean bags, some pillows. We'll definitely need fairy light doubles. And archways we won't really need. And I'm gonna get some barrels. All right, that is the last little bit of our saplings. We only have a little bit more to go. So I'm gonna have to start getting some saplings as well. So close to being done. We're on day 334 and we're about maybe 85% done with the wall, maybe 90%, not sure, but it's a lot. It's a whole ton of trees. All right, this should be the last little bit of saplings that I need. I may need a few more maybe, but we are like 99% done here. I mean, my saplings are getting to the point where they're floating now. There we go. Turn on gravity real quick for these ones. Turn on gravity for this one. All right, yeah, I'm gonna need just a few more. Oh, okay, a few more right here. All right, and that is it. I may use more to fill in some more holes, but so far, that is all the saplings we're gonna need around the entire base. If I go into free cam real quick, you can see we have an entire circle going around this base outside of the 10 torch wall, making this the new biggest base, at least that I've ever built. Just huge, man. It's gonna look so much cooler in the daytime. I gotta get our fire up though real quick. All right, day 352. Just probably an entire day or a decent chunk of this day just planting the trees. Not even placing, planting them, just spamming E over and over and over again. Yo, I might not even finish by the time the day is over. I've only got a minute 30. I'm not even, well, I am now, but a quarter of the way done. My fingers hurt from spamming W and E over and over again. Dude, I'm running out of daylight. I'm 75% done. I have 7 seconds. This is insane. An entire day of just planting. Now it's nighttime. There we go. Finally planted all these saplings. These ones even started sprouting. I can go around here. I'll see them sprouting just like this, going along the path that I just made. Okay, all of our trees are now planted. Gunman is headed out. We've gotten pretty much every material we need. I mean, look at this, bro. We got the tree wall already about 25% done. It'll be tomorrow that it's fully finished. And we have some extra saplings just in case there are holes that we may want to patch up. But yeah, look at, I can't even see this thing. Look at this. I legit just, bro, look at this. You can kind of see this, but like if I try to see the whole base, you see nothing but void. Hopefully in the daytime, it'll be much, much easier to see. I'm really hoping that. Excuse me, dear. Do not come through my doorway without my permission. I thought you were a vampire. Bro does not know how to act in character. There we go. The entire wall is now complete. And I can kind of see it. I mean, this looks insane from above. It is huge, this base, man. So now that we have the new biggest base in 99 Nights in the Forest, we're gonna have to fill in this inner ring. So we're gonna have to use our furniture, and we'll have to use our hammer to pick up the stuff we already placed. All right, so let's see what we can do first. First thing, I'm gonna pick up the tents. I'm gonna pick up the boys' tents. We're gonna place them off to, let's see, around this place back here. And this will be their crash pad. We'll pick up the girls' tents as well. Wait, hold up. Wait, I just mixed it. I forgot. Okay, I forgot. The red tent is the boys' tent. Dino Kid and Squid Kid. So let me place it. We'll place it closer, like right here. It's like they're having a little sleepover. And then the girls' tents we'll place back towards this end. And we'll do the same thing, placing them like this. And then we'll maybe even make some kind of divider in the center here, with each of them having their own pretty cool base. Or at least each of them with their other roommate that they're forced to live with. But let's see what we could do. I want to first sort out the furniture by, I guess, category, if that makes sense. So like farm stuff, I'm gonna place over here. Restaurant stuff, we're also gonna place over here, right where this chopping board is. Got the furniture trader today. We are heading over there immediately. Dude, this is such a cool base. Let's see, I have 130 coins. What in the what is a bear plush? I've never even seen that before. All right, well, I'm grabbing that. All right, let's see. What else do we get? Fairlight doubles, easy. Cloth frames, easy. We'll get some bean bags, easy. And finally, a pillow. That was actually really cool. A bear plush. Never seen that. Interesting. So for the bear plushie, we'll give that to the girls. Got a leaf pinwheel. This is kind of cool. I guess we could put this in the... We'll go restaurant. I think that'll be cool. Mushroom couch. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do with these rarer items that are kind of abstract. So we're going to place them on their own category and probably use them to fill in what we didn't use already. All right. This should be fairly sorted. We got bedroom stuff right here. We got all of our lights, random items, restaurant stuff, and farm stuff right here. So we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do with each section of our base. So we have girls' bedroom, boys' bedroom, kind of in this back right quadrant. Back left quadrant, we'll free up some space. And I think we could kind of make this just like the last biggest base that I built, but I don't think I want to do that. I actually think what I want to do is place a restaurant in this quadrant right here and the farm in this quadrant right here, because it has a pond that we could use to make it look even nicer, and the restaurant should be close in proximity. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll move all of our restaurant stuff to over here. Just kind of chuck it over there. And then all of our farm stuff, we'll have to throw that a little bit harder over to that corner. All right, and for right here, we have all of our bedroom stuff. So we have cloth frames, which I'm really gonna like to use. I think what I'm gonna do is something like this, where I go one right here, one right here, here, and then with a paintbrush, we'll have it be painted to each of their colors. So the Kraken Kid will get blue, and the Koala Kid will get pink. So I actually think that makes it look kind of a little bit more cozy. I like that. It almost looks like a garage. Hold on. Yeah, that actually does look like a garage. Let me move the tent just slightly to make it fit better, though. This is the Kraken Kid's garage, and here's the Koala Kid's garage. Nice. But now let's do the same for them. All right, cool. They each have their own little cloth frame area. That actually looks pretty nice. I don't know why. It's a little satisfying. Now we gotta start. Oh yeah, our beds. I forgot. The beds are something we're gonna need for the kids' bedrooms. Can't just leave them over here. So what we'll do is we will give a big bed to one of the girls and a small bed to one of the girls. And your feet are going to be in some bushes. Try not to get a rash or a spider bite, but then again, you are not allowed to sue me since you are a child. And you two will get also a big bed and a small bed. All right, cool. Now we just got to start adding stuff to it. So we have pillows. We also have nightstands. Nightstands the first thing we're adding, because that is very easy to know where to put it. I think, okay, yeah, that's backwards if I put it this way. So they each get a nightstand. Now I have 2 cloth frames left, unless maybe I have some more. No, okay, I only have 2. I don't think there's really anything else we could use it for. The one thing I like about the tree wall now is that the cultists aren't really getting stuck on it. They're walking into the base through the door. So that'll be really good for defeating the raids, because before then I would have to go out and like search for them almost. Not even almost. I would literally have to go around and look for them. All right, now let me take the bookshelves that I have. I have 5 of them, so we can actually add them on just like we did the nightstands for each of the kids. Oh wait, hold on, I'm building them backwards. All right, looks decent. What else do we have? We have pillows and bean bags. I think what we could do would be some kind of cool mesh where they each get their own thing of either bean bags or pillows. So we'll put some bean bags right here, just like we'll say this, and then we'll color them all in yellow. And then over here we'll do pillows. So we'll do some pillows like this, and then we'll paint it red, and then we'll do the same thing for the girls' side. And there we go. Okay, so they each have pillows or bean bags for their rooms, like their own mini living rooms. Looks pretty nice. It actually adds a lot of, what's the right word? Contrast. I kind of like that. I'm gonna add a cloth frame to the edge of each of the sides as well. So we'll do one right here and one right here. Still do have some pillows left over, so I guess I'm gonna try to incorporate them. All right, so that's it for the pillows, and I have 3 more bean bags, so I could do something like this. And let me move these real quick. And then one right here, painted yellow. Gotta make sure the colors match. And then another blue one right here. Cool, we got a very nice colorful base. They have living room galore. Fall asleep on 17 bean bags if you would like. Very, very nice. I would love to live here. But now actually, I have fairy light arches, so let's go ahead and add those to each of the girls' beds, just like this. I feel like that makes it look pretty nice. And then for the boys, let me grab some fairy light singles, and we'll put them off to the side, kind of like right here. And then another one we'll do behind his bed. Actually, no, we'll do right here. All right, that looks pretty cool. But now let's start doing the restaurant and how we want to order that. Now I want to think, could we do some interesting tables? Because we might have some interesting chairs. I know that. Now we have Kevin and his seat over here. Not sure where we want to put him. We might want to put him at the entrance. Kevin is always the happy smile that you want to see when entering into a base. He will either murder you if you are a cultist, or he'll be your best friend and tour guide and overall best person on the planet with his pet fish Nemo and his pet bird Rio. I have to go find Rio real quick. Now where's Rio at? Where are you? Birdhouse? Where is that at? Is that, maybe I moved it to the farm stuff. There it is, birdhouse. All right, Kevin, Nemo, and Rio as you enter into the base, and my fire is almost out. I do not want to die, so let me put some stuff in there. Day 415. I'm now 4 hours, 10 minutes into this. I cannot imagine how long it would have taken if we didn't have gunmen helping us out with the hardest possible wall. Or at least it seems like that's the hardest. All right, we got some good items here. We'll take some lantern cylinders, picnic blanket, bullseye rug, and I guess a couple bluebells and an amaryllis. And that's all. Wait, I have a fantastic idea. We can make a whole bunch of tables in the restaurant. For example, we have a picnic blanket. That could be cool. And I think I have a cloche. I have no idea what this thing's called. A cloche? A clocky? I don't know, but we have that. We'll use that for the picnic blanket. And then we have a chopping board. We can use that there too. Cups we'll use for other places. Wooden tables, flowers, tree lanterns, chairs. We could make some interesting looking tables here, I think. And that would add a lot of variety to our restaurant. So we could have like mushroom tables, a picnic blanket, wooden tables, even brick tables. Oh, actually, I don't think I have brick. Actually, wait, no, I do think I have brick tables. I do. They're right here. Perfect. And benches. Okay, so we have a wide variety of stuff. We'll also add a quick little rug right here for the squid kid. It kind of matches his colors. All right, let's see what we could do. So I have a wooden table, and I could put one right here. And I could put another one right here. And we'll go ahead and put one right here. But I don't want to make too many. I also want to do the picnic blanket as a picnic table. So we'll do that back here. And then we'll put the clocky thingy on it. We'll do it like slightly off-centered, so that way we could put the chopping board also slightly off-centered, kind of inside of the ground, but you know, everybody loves chopping on quantumly, physically stuck chopping boards. I mean, I heard that they're hot selling on Amazon right now. Okay, so now we need the brick tables as well. So we'll do one right about here and one right here, and I think that is good. So we have wooden tables, brick tables, and a picnic blanket. All right, so we got our gray brick benches like this. We'll grab our wooden chairs, of the which I have 24 4. Probably way more than I'm gonna need. Maybe we could find some kind of use for them. So we're gonna make each of these a table of 4. So that's half of our chairs so far. We do have more tables. I do have some street lanterns. I thought they would look really nice for the restaurant. So we could do something like this, something like this, and a third one would be nice right back here. It adds a nice feeling to it. It looks more like French or like France, kind of. I don't know why. It just gives me that French vibe. We also have some flowers, so we'll add these scattered throughout. Got an amaryllis, put that right here. Some bluebells, we'll put them around here and here. Very nice, becoming more distinguished. Now I have some extra lavender, so we're gonna give these to the koala kid. Put some by the bed and some out front. So I do have one more wooden table. I guess we could put that right here and use some more of our chairs. I do have an extra gray brick table. I think I'm just gonna toss this though. Oh, also I forgot I have 4 cups. Okay, that's perfect. So I can give you guys get 1 cup. All right, cool. Each table gets 1 cup. Only one person gets to drink. The rest of you get to I don't know, get the moisture from the air. Let's see what else we have. We have lantern cylinders. I believe these can go on here, so that'll be some nice lighting. We have a writable sign. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Actually, no, I know exactly what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna put a sign off to the left and say this: Kevin welcomes you to the biggest base. Does that fit? It does. Perfect. This is Kevin, Rio, and Nemo. Now we have some mushrooms. I'm wondering if we could do anything with those. We have stone pillars. That could actually look cool next to the stone tables. Hold on, we're gonna do that. So like one right here, and we'll go one right here as well. That looks pretty cool. What else do we got? Lantern cones. Let's see. Don't know if I want to put these anywhere specific. We could do one by the picnic table and one kinda in this area in between these 2 tables. Oh, I have more stone pillars. Hold up, we could do some more stuff with this. I could do what could I do with this? I guess we could just do someone or something like right here and another thing right here. And I'm gonna pick up these bluebells. We'll just move them right here. I also have some clownfish chairs. So can we do anything interesting with these? Maybe we can have them be around the picnic table. I guess that's kind of cool. So you're not really sitting on the floor anymore, but you are dining in style with your quantumly phased cutting board, you know, pretty rare item. Oh, I got some candles too. Oh, those are going on the picnic table immediately. Very nice. And then we can do some more candles on the wooden tables as well. Very nice. Got a mushroom couch. Let's see. We could do something like this because I only have one. We could also put some mushrooms back here to fit the mood. Very nice. And I have more though. So what should I do with these? Maybe we could put some large mushrooms for the stone pillar area back here. Kind of matches the height of everything. Nah, I don't like that. That doesn't look so good. Okay, we're gonna pick these back up. I gotta figure out some, maybe we could just put the mushrooms in the farm. I think that would actually look pretty cool. Growing 17 feet tall mushrooms. Okay, so let's see. Let's try. It's kind of dark a little bit right here in the center. I think I'm gonna add a fairy light single. Just put it right there. Nice. Kind of adds a little bit more. And now for the farm area. That's what we're going to have to really decorate. I mean, we have so much stuff to decorate. First thing we need are our farm plots. So let me pick up all the vegetables. All right, cool. So we got that. I think we can make some more farm plots. But then again, I'm not dealing with too much area with this quadrant right here. So I think we're going to deal with the farm plots we have right now. And then if I have more room, I'll place more farm plots. Wait, hold up. Maybe I could do something with these Halloween candles. Maybe they're not actually something I'm going to throw away, but I can incorporate them into the restaurant just like this. I like that. So we have candles and lanterns on every table now. Not bad. I wonder if there's anything else I could do. Oh, like a candle on each of the nightstands. Yeah, that is what I want. Well, hold on. I just put one inside the night. What? All right, your bedroom's gonna burn to death today. Sorry, Squid Kid. But oh wait, hold up. There we go. Never mind. You're not gonna burn your whole house down. We're all good. All right, cool. So each of them have a candle on their nightstand now. That looks pretty cool. All right, let's grab these. Now I gotta figure out how I want to lay them out. We can do something where it's like around the lake. So like a pattern going around like this. That could be something, but I feel like it wouldn't look natural. So maybe we could instead do something like one right here and one right here. We could do one like this and one like this. One sticking out here. Another one right here. here, another one back here, and we'll go one right here. So it's not perfectly around the pond, but it kind of is, and it gives us some room to add in a lot of decoration. So I have flower bushes. These I think I know what I want to do here. We're gonna do something like a little wall. We're not even gonna use fences. We're gonna use these as a wall. Here will be the entrance, so we can just keep going. Okay, I think I'm not gonna have enough, so I have a good idea. What I can do is pick up every other one and replace it with a bush planter. Or actually, no, I think I'd run out of bush planters, so I'm gonna replace a few of them with bush planters. All right, that looks pretty nice. We got a nice little perimeter. Now we gotta start adding stuff within the base. We have some big pink flowers. We'll scatter that around. Gotta make it look like there's a flowing ecosystem here, you know? You know, the dead carrots and bones really just show a life-living ecosystem full of friendliness and happiness. Got a leaf pinwheel. We could do something cool right here. Have it be... Where do we want this? We could actually put it outside. I feel like that'd be a cool little decoration on your way in, yeah. Oh, also, I forgot. We have these mushrooms. We could add these all around. So we'll put a brown mushroom back here. We'll put another one off to the side here. Some of these big ones right here out in the open. Oh, I have 4 of these? Hold up, this is a lot. All right, there we go. We got a ton of mushrooms around here. Got some barrels. We'll do one back here, one back here, one in the little area right here. Oh, I also have some shrubs, so I can add that kind of around on the inside. Put one on the outside as well on your way in. I have a whole ton of them, so we're gonna add some of them on the outside as well, kind of like this. Oh, I forgot about my hedgerows. I have like 17 billion of these. What on planet Earth am I gonna... You know what? Hedgerows will be the border for the restaurant if I don't starve to death. So we'll just do one of these. We're not gonna make it perfectly straight, but more natural-like, where there's bends and curves and it's not perfect. Okay, now I'm realizing a problem. I think I need to move this table. This table is not gonna fit. Otherwise, we're barely gonna have an entrance. All right, put one right here and then one right here. And here is our doorway into the restaurant. Now, I still have so many hedgerows. I mean, we're just gonna add these curved ones for... Oh, wait, hold up. Actually, this looks cool. Wait, this looks cool. Hold up. This... I mean, I did this by pure accident, but it actually kind of adds a nice pillowy, soft design. Hold up. I am cooking. I might do this in some other builds. That actually doesn't look bad. Bro, this is a genius. That is not bad at all. We'll take this extra cup that I got, put it right here. What else do we got? We got some fairy light singles. We could add these around the farm. I do want to wait for nighttime, though, to see where it's dark. We also have a fairy light archway. We have 3 of them. We could add one right here into the restaurant and one right here into the farm. Don't know where I could do a 3rd one at. I don't think there's anything I could do with this. I have a whole bunch of fairy light doubles, though. I wonder what we could do with this. Some kind of, maybe a lining of lights on the outside of somewhere. Not the rest, bro, these are kind of close together. Though for the biggest base, I'm running out of space. Yeah, look, we got a restaurant and our farm, and I think we could do lights around the perimeter of this or lights around the perimeter of this. I don't know what would be the best, though. Oh, wait, hold up. I just had an idea. Dude, first of all, leave my property. Second of all, we can use the free cam to find any cultists that are stuck during the raid. Like him, he's stuck. Found him so much more faster than actually going around and, you know, walking and finding him. Get out of the farm, man. You're gonna stomp on all the crops. Get out. Get out. Paying customers only. So let's see. Let me go back to my free cam. What do I want to do here? I mean, it depends how many lights I have. I don't want to, like, force anything. I think I want to do it around the farm. I mean, this is a little bit more lighter than the farm is. The farm is a little bit dark. So let's add our lights around here. Start from this edge and work our way to the side. All right, cool. So we have lights going around the farm now. We have one more arch, but I don't know what we could do with it. The fairy light singles, though, we're just going to add these around. I mean, it's dark in here. And then we have 2 more, which we'll add to the kids' bedrooms. Okay, cool. So we're placing a lot of our stuff so far. Got some lantern cones. Where can we put these at? We'll just put it in this empty area right here. Got more street lanterns. That's perfect. Have a real French restaurant right here, because we all know that street lamps were invented by the French. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea. All right, cool. Looks even nicer now. We also have the crock pot, so let's place that. Might as well kind of in the middle area. And now for our defensive blueprints, we'll place them. Okay, maybe I do need to make some more wood rain storages to make this a smaller entrance. Good thing I do still have some scrap left. Can make 2 of them, which I think is the exact amount that I need. Or maybe just 1. Yeah, maybe just 1 like this. And then defensive blueprints will, yeah, fit perfectly. I have to pack them close together because you can't really place them too close to the border right here, as you can see, like this. All right, defensive blueprints are placed down. Should help with the raids. Let me take these extra saplings. And honestly, I don't think we really need to fill in any holes. The tree wall looks great. So if I just go around here, are there any really big holes? I'm not seeing any. I think well, there's this, but that's like tiny. This is a very thick, dense tree wall. There's a hole right here. We'll patch that one up. So there's one hole on the right side, and that. Oh, hold on. Whoa. What happened right there? Okay, so holes on the right side. So we'll put one right here, and last hole right here. Okay, cool. So the rest of these we'll just get rid of. Now we have this one area to work with. I wonder what we can do. There's no way I'm building anything out of the crafting bench. I do not have any scrap. Wonder what we could do right here. Anything creative? What do I have? I have a bookshelf. I have a table that could do. I have chairs too for said table. Bush planter, hedgerows, hedgerow curve. A living room. We can make a living room. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, we're gonna start by placing this thing here because every living room has one of these things totally. Then we can place a nice table to sit at right here, complete with 4 chairs. That'll use up the last of our chairs. Nice little bush planter back here. A wood rain storage. Can we do anything with a wood rain storage? I mean, we could have it be a coat rack. This is your coat rack as you enter into the living room. So we'll have it off to the side right here. Place your coats back here. Very nice. We have some hedgerows so we can make a nice little border around here. There we go. And then continue it back here just like this, and then finish it off like right there, or not finish it off. I could use 1 or 2 more, but that'll be good for right now. Fairy light arch for some lighting back here. Our bookshelf for some books if you want to read. And we have some, oh, there we go, the hedgerow curves. These will finish off the wall perfectly. It'll kind of curve it in on this side, and it will curve it in on this side as well. Boom. We have a nice little living room area. Is there anything else I could do? Is there any other furniture anywhere that I could use? Maybe I could grab an extra one of these fairy lights from in here. They're kind of well spread out. I don't know if I want to take one from right here. I could take the 2 extra ones from the kids' bedrooms and then use them over here. So we could have a fairy light here and a fairy light right here. So although not incredibly complex, we have a nice little living room. Fill up the space quite nicely. Oh wait, what's this? Wooden table? Okay, perfect. 5 wooden tables. Yo, my guy. You have given me the best idea on planet Earth, so we'll just do one of these. All right, do one of these, and one of these, and one of these. Now we have a huge board meeting table for whatever reason. And I have one more wooden table. Not sure exactly what I could do with it. Maybe this could be extra storage. A hanger for your clothes right here. And if you're a woman, you could put a purse right here, something like that. And to start out our purse collection, a pumpkin for whoever wants to use that as a purse. And with this, we need to do one last thing, which is replace our torches. So where can we put these? We could put a few of them in our living room area, just like this. Put a few in the farm. Could put one in each of the kids' bedrooms next to the bookshelves. Actually, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this for one reason and one reason only. The colors get so messed up with this purple lighting. I don't like it. So we're actually not going to be doing this. There we go. Now the colors look nice and uniform. So I think, honestly, for the candles, we'll put them over by the entrance. How about that? And there we go. Okay, all of them are now placed. And I think that is absolutely everything. So first, let's take a quick view overhead of the biggest base. Can you see me? Where am I? I don't know if you see. Look, I'm jumping. That's me compared to this metropolis that I have just built over the course of about 5 hours, and not alone. Not alone. This was not a solo job. This is insane, man. This thing is huge. All right, well, let's quickly take care of this raid, and then we can do the base tour. All right, just took care of the raid really easy because these traps did pretty much all the work. 22 cultist gems, by the way. Oh, wait, hold on. forgot this one. 23. But now, let's finally do the base tour of the new biggest base in 99 Nights in the Forest, just as we surpassed 500 days. So, heading inside, we have our first layer of defense, our massive tree wall. Then we have our second layer, which are our shelves, and finally our third layer of our wood range storages with a lot of defense blueprints, weeding out the cultists, taking down the cultists, where you finally, if you make it through, get welcomed by Kevin, Nemo, and Rio. Coming in, we have towards the right our restaurant, and towards the left our farm. We'll start off with the farm. You enter in and you see this beautiful, lush landscape, and then you see bones all over the place, but don't look at those, you know, just forget about those. But look at this beautiful, lush, and nice green and red and all the colors landscape. Very nice. And try not to break a bone on your way out. Then, from this farm, we actually cook our gourmet meals, which you can eat inside of our restaurant. Here, we have many different tables of many different sorts. We have brick tables. We have a picnic blanket table with a quantumly fused cutting board. Very, very desirable. This is a $50,000 a night table. And we have our wooden tables. So we have 3 different varieties. You get to pick whichever one you want. Then, coming into the base, we have some of our normal stuff, like our map, sundial, compass, biofuel processor. But what's actually cool are our kids' bedrooms. Right here, we have the Squid Kids base, complete with bean bags, a light, a candle, bed, bookshelf, everything a kid could want, except for, like, most stuff that kids want. Then we have something similar for the Dino Kid, for the Koala Kid, and for the Kraken Kid. All looking very, very nice. And then, finally, we have our living room area where you can just hang out. You know, you could have a pumpkin right here because everyone just has random pumpkins in their house. Then we have this thing, which I'm not really sure what this is. You know, you get to have a... Wait, hold up. This actually lines up perfectly. You get to have a nice look outside the walls, just not all the way outside. And then we have our bookshelf for some books that you might want to read. As you can see, we don't have any books. We are quite literally being attacked by a deer if you leave this base every single night, so reading isn't really a priority right now. But with that, that is the new biggest base in 99 Nights in the Forest. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on... now it's dark. Great. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on this video right here.